guys, what's up? It's Joe Raiti from Raiti's Rise. We are here at the Chicago Auto Show, the 2022 edition, and one vehicle that we were not able to get for you because we ran out of time due to the rain at Motorbella last year in Michigan is this vehicle right here. This is it. This is a refresh, updated, but also new trim for the Expedition. It's a 2022 Ford Expedition Timberline. But before I get into this off-road worthy full-size SUV, let's talk about what's going on here. Ford, they are doing the business in many different ways. Obviously, with their redesigned F-150, the upcoming Lightning, the Broncos, and everything else in between. One vehicle that they did not forget about is the Expedition. Now, for 2022, no matter what Expedition you buy, it's gonna have some refresh features, not only on the outside, but also on the interior. But for those who want to go the extra distance, maybe when the road gets a little extra rough and the terrain gets a little extra difficult, you now can go at it with a full-size SUV with this Expedition. So this is going to go up perfectly against vehicles like the GMC Yukon AT4, that XL version, and then of course a plethora of other competitors from Chevrolet, from Ram, and everybody else in Dodge. So what I want to do is I want to find out, has Ford done enough? And of course we can't forget about Jeep and the Wagoneer, right? What I want to find out is, has Ford done enough with this Timberline edition of the Expedition? What are the changes? What are the updates? And is it worth the price? Or should you go with a Yukon AT4 or a Jeep Wagoneer? Let's go ahead, let's dive into our Timberline edition Expedition and find out. Right off the bat, you're going to notice the changes like we showed you with the Stealth and also that Platinum edition from Motorbella. Here at the Chicago Auto Show, you'll see with the Timberline edition, the refresh on the headlights. So you're going to get full LED headlights, daytime running lamps. I love the way they work the shape, the style. It gives it a signature look that when it's going down the road, it's going to help you identify it a little bit easier, especially with the sea of massive SUVs that are already out there. Now, coming across the grille, this is another area that this grille is unique to the Timberline, but they also revised all grilles on all of the Expedition. So you're gonna get that nice, massive Ford blue oval. You have the flat black, fully functional, of course, up top, like the simplicity in design. And I like the way the grille actually interlocks with those LED lights. And then going all the way down to the bottom portion, let's start in the corners here. You are gonna get LED lighting for the fog lamps. You do have functional corner air curtains, which is great. And then coming across the lower section here of the front bumper, we have some Timberline specific touches. First of all, this deep orange finish designates this as the off-road worthy Timberline. We have the functionality in the center, just like we have up the top, and they did the same exact grille design both at the top and the bottom portion. It's little things like that that equal to the big picture. Even the way they did the stamping with the Timberline logo here in that lower front area looks really clean. We have some flat silver that's metallic, and then of course you're gonna get the tow hooks to tow those lesser SUVs, 10.6 inches of ground clearance. And if you like Raptors, guess what? It's got the actual back plates underneath from the Ford Raptor and that extra ground clearance. Like I said, this is that Expedition to get the family to that one location that the road is a little bit more off the beaten path. And when we rise up onto the hood, you're still gonna get those bold lines that Ford is known for. Love the way they have that nice C-shaped indentation. Everything goes towards the A-pillars. Coming around the bend, we're gonna get some more Timberline specific features. Check it out, 33-inch tires, off-road capable, Goodyear Wrangler off-road tires. Of course, you're gonna get a great looking wheel, painted gloss black. I even like the way they blacked out the center cap there. 18-inch wheel, 265 on the width, and a meaty 70 series sidewall. You can see the extra defense that we have on the sidewalls to take that beating. And then I'm gonna have Lori kind of zoom in and be able to show the suspension work with this Timberline. You get those Rancho shocks, different springs, and everything else to get that extra lift. Because like I said, to get 10.6 inches of ground clearance, you don't just add different wheels and tires. You gotta do a whole assortment of different things. Now coming down the side, you're gonna get gloss black on the mirror caps. You have your turn signals, slim and trim, Timberline specific standard issued running boards that are fixed. Obviously, if you go something with like a platinum, you're gonna get those electric dropping ones. We have our raised roof rails. Love the color of this one, by the way. And then working our way towards the rear, the Timberland badges, very, very specific. So not only about running boards, not only about the wheels, but the badging with the orange really is just the subtle touches. It doesn't have to be all straight in your face. And then coming around to the back, of course, you're gonna get that uniqueness of the Expedition. Long roof spoiler. I wish they would have got rid of this thing. You know how I feel about that. But look at how they did the badging with the orange, makes it pop. Expedition Timberland trim with the corner graphic and the flat black, just like at the grille. And then going all the way down, you're gonna have a unique rear bumper. This comes off, this panel, so that you could do your towing and all the goodies. But why don't we go ahead, since we're talking about towing, let's pop the hood and see what's powering our Timberland Edition Expedition. All right, guys, here we are, off-road ready in our Timberland. Remember, including the extra ground clearance, you are gonna have the increased approach and departure angles as well. But I know you're saying to yourself, well, Joe, I've been looking at Wagoneers, I've been looking at Yukons, I've been looking at the Tahoes. How much is this one? It's gotta be pricey. MSRP for the way that this one is optioned is $67,000. Another question you might be saying is, Joe, what happened to the engine? Sometimes with auto shows, manufacturers disconnect the ability to open up the hood. So unfortunately, we can't open it now, but we will be bringing it to you shortly. I should be getting a press fleet vehicle of one of these where we'll do the full on throttle drive and show off the hood. But until that day, let's see what we're working with in this Expedition Timberland. To the door panels, I like the changes that they made, especially with the orange stitching. Really pops nicely. You're gonna have soft material on the armrest. There's no gloss black to speak of, and I really like that silver trim right on the center, which is great. We got the optional B&O sound system, and I hope you're hungry because you could get about, I would say, 4 Chicago-sized hot dogs in there and 2 bottles of root beer to wash it down, but good size on the door pocket. Going from the door panel to the dash, there's an Easter egg right on the corner over there. Those are those touches that Ford likes to bring. But on top of that, what else are you getting? You're getting the orange stitch work, soft material with that atomic orange trim. This is Timberland specific. I like the silver here. You open this up, easily put a baker's dozen of Twinkies in here. Easy for those off-road journeys. Close it up. What do we got? We got a 12 volt, easily accessible. And then this is all new for 2022 on the Expeditions. This is a 15-inch infotainment system screen. Now, obviously at the auto show, I can't turn it on, but just to give you an idea, this is what it looks like, and we will show you more details. It's got the Sync 4 system, and then of course, underneath the hood, we got the 3.5 liter EcoBoost twin turbo V6. You have the ability to easily shut off that pesky start-stop feature, the auto start-stop, traction control. I like the silver that they did on these sections. You open it up, wireless charging, USB-C, USB, and the door closes. On the side, you have factory installed Ford banana holders. Easily put 3 bananas on the side. More silver finish. This is going to control the 10-speed automatic. And like I said, we had the 10-speed automatic, made it to the 3.5 liter twin turbo V6, 440 horsepower, 510 pound-foot of torque. Open it up, 2 cup holders. You got your different drive modes. This is your selection for 4x4 capability, 4 high, 4 low. Soft touch on the armrest. Open this up, and this is where easily you could put that Super Bowl trophy. I wonder who's gonna win it this year. Will it be the Rams? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Close it up. The material, the atomic orange stitching, the nice perforated. The seats are gonna be heated and ventilated. Full electric assist for the passenger, full electric assist for the driver. I'm 6 feet tall and I'm swimming in space. Not outer space, but space in this Expedition. New technology, panoramic sunroof, but why don't you come over to the business end? I got 12 inches I want to show you in this Timberland. All right, guys, business time behind the wheel of this off-road edition of the Expedition. What do you think so far? Would you go Timberland? Would you go Jeep Wagoneer? Would you go Chevy Tahoe? Lots of different choices. It's kind of crazy though how Dodge doesn't have a full-size SUV, something like this, you're gonna have to go Jeep. But let's see what else you got going on here. You got your power seat options, easy to get to. We also have electric moving pedals. So you could actually slide the pedals forward, slide the pedals back. Really personalize that driving experience. I apologize for the beeping. That's another thing at the auto show. It just beeps. There's nothing I could do. I could start up and drive it out of here, but they won't let me do that. And this is not the car I would want to steal from the Chicago Auto Show. There's other choices, maybe like a Ford GT, if we're at the Ford booth. Steering wheel, nice leather. I love the orange stitching, just like a baseball right from Tropicana Field. You got the carbonized gray finish. Horn button, whoever designs this needs to be, I don't know, let go. I would say fire, but let go sounds nicer. Would be nice to have some stitching or something going on here. But look at that, I promised you 12 inches. Bam, get ready for it. There it is. There's our Expedition. Look at the graphics, the colors, the fonts. Obviously, when we take this for a on-throttle spin soon, we'll show you all the features. Plus, you're gonna have an electric tilting and telescoping steering wheel. So you can see the technology bar has been raised for 2022. But why don't we get to the mid-row so I could showcase what's going on there and also let you into the third row to see how your passengers are gonna feel in this Expedition. All right, guys, here we are, mid-row time in this Timberline. Like I said, this is all about taking your family and friends down that beaten path that's a little bit more off-roadish because of what we have. We have the 4x4, all of that great work with the Raptors bash plates underneath. But you'll notice the seats, the leather all the way around. You have large pockets back here. Big enough for a deep dish Chicago pizza. We just had a couple last night. Good stuff. I still prefer thin crust, New York style. Let me know which way you go. Are you a New York thin crust kind of guy? Or are you a deep dish kind of guy? I guess, do you like a actual pizza to be like a cake? Or do you like it to actually be like a pizza? Let me know. 2 cup holders. We got a home power source. We got USB-C, USB-A. Climate controls in the back, heated seats, no ventilated seats, and then we have a Twinkie holder down here, plus a 12 volt to warm your Twinkies. 2 Twinkies right there. Seats, let's do the test. Oh yeah, they slide and they recline. Plus, I keep pointing this out, this is how you make an armrest in a captain's chair. Look how wide that is. See my arm? You could actually put it on there, lift it up. I'm gonna have Lloyd kind of show you the third row. Lots of great space. We're not gonna get back there right now, but we will at a later date and time, so stay tuned for that. But you do have your 3 across in the back row, but you know what? It's not just about the seats, not just about the space. Let's check out the cargo area, see what we could haul in this Timberline. All right, guys, time to get in the cargo area. You're gonna hit the button, nice electric assist, and then guess what? This is the room that you have with that third row up. So still plenty of room, and if you're a new mom or a new dad, you could easily get the strollers in here. On the left side, you have a cubby for a couple snack-sized bags of Doritos or Cheetos. Then you have your assortment of buttons for adjusting the seats. And since we're talking about the seats, let me show you how those drop down. So one button, and you could actually put both sides down. And look what I did. I actually had the mid-row down to really show you what over 100 cubic feet of space looks like. You have AC vents in the top, those round ones for the third row. And then you'll notice on each side, we got USBs for both sides of the third row. Plus you have a nachos tray, and you could put the melted cheese. And remember, my nachos are not your nachos. So lay off my nachos. I do have also on the passenger side, Ford put a 12 volt, which is located right here, right by the nacho cheese dip. You lift that up, there it is. I know Lori wants me to get my arms out of the way, trying to flex and show off my arms, but you know what? We hit that button, brings it on down. I can't wait to go and take this off-road. Ford is claiming that this does have the magic to really show up the Jeep Wagoneer and definitely the other vehicles from Chevy and GMC, but let me know what you think. Have they done enough to the Expedition platform to make it off-road worthy? Dying to find out what you think in the comment section. But until we meet again and we go on throttle together like the bestest of friends, if you're new to the channel and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Raiti's Rides family. Got to give it up to the videographer of the century, of the millennium, of eternity. Lori, working that camera like a champ. Show her some freaking love in the comment section, or I'm gonna take a Timberland and chase you through the woods. Thank you, Lori, for all that you do. Just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.